here we're given an equation and it says create an equivalent equation, so one that's the same, that's equal to this, solving for x in terms of y and c. So let's go down a little further and see what do they mean by this. They have x equals and then a box. They just want us to solve this equation for x. So let's do that. This equation has a couple of variables. We have a y, we have an x, and we have a c. We're going to solve this the same as we would solve a more typical equation by doing the opposite operation, the inverse operation, and move numbers from one side to the other. Let's change this so it just has the variable x. Let's act as though we know what y is and we know what c is. And the reason I'm doing that is so we can work through this equation on the right and realize that the steps are the same. Hopefully that'll help us do the equation on the left. So this equation on the right, if I'm solving for x, I'm first going to move this plus 2 to the other side by subtracting 2. Because 2 minus 2 is 0. Now I'm going to undo this multiplying by 3 by dividing by 3. Because 3 divided by 3 is 1, so we just have 1x. Now, just to make it really clear, we can always switch the sides so that x is on the left. So let's review. First, we subtracted that 2 to undo that adding 2, and then we divided by 3 to undo that multiplying by 3. Let's go through these same steps with our equation here on the left. So if we're solving for x, first thing we're going to do is move this plus c by subtracting c, because c minus c is also 0. Now on the left, we don't know what y and c are, so we just need to leave it as y minus c. Now we're going to move this dividing or multiplying by 3 by dividing by 3. We need to divide that whole left side by 3 as well. So we end up with x equals y minus c divided by 3. And again, we can always just switch the sides so that x is on the left. And this would be your answer.